Hello and welcome to Tarot Pal. If you're a new subscriber or you just came into this video, welcome to the Tarot Pal family. I'm less than a month old in YouTube. I've already shared about 15 videos which are timeless, which I strongly recommend you to watch if you love this reading. Today we're going to talk about what is the future of the relationship or the situationship or the crush, let's call it like that you have in your mind. Where is this relationship going? What's the current energy? One card which tells us the final outcome, a yes or no message about whatever question that you have on your mind, and some channeled messages for you. So clearly it's going to be a long read. There's lots coming up. If you are a returning subscriber, I absolutely love you and I will never stop saying that. Thank you so much for your continued support, your trust in me, and the time that you decide to spend with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The description box has all the relevant last readings that I've done for you, which I recommend you to watch. I have also already started posting the July monthly reads. I've covered the water signs and the air signs, and they're applicable for your sun, moon, rising, and north node. If you are interested in tarot and you like watching tarot readings and astrology and occult, the one thing you must know are your own personal chart placements. So there are many apps online when you can go and know your birth chart placements. You need to know where your sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus is, because throughout these readings we do refer to them a lot. With that said, the last thing I want to tell you is do not forget to follow me on Instagram. There is a different kind of content I post there over and above what we do on Tarot Pal on YouTube. Okay, so if you do like such content, don't forget to subscribe. It will give you better prompts of other content as well. It helps me, it helps other people know, and it's a win-win story. So don't forget to like and subscribe. With that, let me show you your 3 pile options today. So the first pile, and of course these are general readings, guys. So before we get into piles, one important information. This is a general read. Tarot only looks at your current energy, okay? Let's say 5 things change tomorrow in your mindset, in the situation. The tarot energy would have shifted, okay? Tarot is always directive, never definitive. No divination is definitive. It is always directive. So take the guidance that resonates with you, take what is helpful for you, and leave the rest, okay? So, pile 1. It's a beautiful heart-shaped rose quartz. It's one of the first stones which I got, by the way. So, that's rose quartz. Then I have opalite. That's option 2. And lastly, garnet, another favorite. Another pretty first stone sets that I got. That's garnet. Okay. I'll see you in your pile. Welcome to those of you who's picked this beautiful rose quartz. Okay. First of all, during this reading, you might feel that some of the things I'm talking about is about you, but I'm talking about the other person, and vice versa. Tarot is very flowing when it comes to energy. So some things might be true for both of you. Some things could be true for you versus them. I'm going to use divine masculine and divine feminine just to explain the two people involved. It is not gender based. You could be 2 men, 2 women. The masculine could be more you, the feminine could be more them. Play it as you like it, because this storyline has to be understood. It's a large audience that watches this, so we need to keep that in mind and resonate with, take what resonates with you, okay? This card is the final outcome card. Suspense, right? I've not even seen it yet, but let's talk about the energies I see, what's going on, what's the future looking like, and what's your guidance, okay? Starting with the 2 people we are talking about here, shows up for me with the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. The first thing I want to tell you, this pile has both people extremely strong-headed, confident, clear-minded as to what they like, what they don't like, and whether it's been developed over time or whether it's been inborn. The confidence of both people involved in this relationship is almost unshakable. As personalities, both of you are attractive, both of you are used to being the center of attention, getting your way, and keeping things under your control. It's two people who have experienced, understood, and desire power. These are two people who have over time established respect within their own community and are loved and admired typically by people around them. They are not shy, so none of you seem to be that shy, introverted, holding yourself back kinds. If you are, then that's your first guidance in order for this relationship to get to a better place and to get to a better future. You need to work on your inner confidence and security issues. In case you guys are hearing construction sounds, I'm really sorry, I can't help it. Can't shoot at after midnight, and pretty much otherwise it's noisy. I'm living right across a construction site right now. Okay, back to your messages. Both of you perhaps also had father issues, okay? Either you had father issues or your father is so strong, so popular that you had big shoes to fill in, okay? That is the second message clearly for the energy of the people that I'm reading for here. Both of you know how to get your, those people who are smart, that they don't actually have to get into massive battles but know how to get things done their way. That's the kind of energy both of you have. Both of you could be fire signs but not necessarily. So that's Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. One of you definitely has strong fire placements in their chart, okay? That is the energy, or that is the kind of personalities that you both bring. The divine masculine and the divine feminine, in this case, have both recognized that you're very similar at the core of who you are. Remember, I'm talking about the core that might not seem evident when you're, on a day in and day out having a conversation. You're very similar people, and this is not an opposites attract story. It's more like similar people who have a very different outer covering. And that's when I'm going to get into the masking that you're both doing, which is why you've come together. One of the major reasons for this relationship to show up into your life is to make you understand that you can find people who are similar to you, who resonate with you, who understand what you're here for, but you need to open yourself and be authentic. Authenticity is the need of the hour for this relationship. In case you're saying things, doing things, believing things, not doing things because you think that the other person will not be able to accept, will not be able to digest, cannot handle what you bring to the table, then let me tell you, you're both mirroring each other. Okay, none of you are trying to be authentic. Both of you have too many scripts around what the other person is like, and maybe both of you are mistaken. Okay, Mintaken are old souls. So I want to talk to, and I feel strongly this could be the divine feminine, could be the masculine as well. The divine feminine for sure is an old soul. What's an old soul? A soul which has reincarnated many times and has acquired enough wisdom that things which will take new souls, you're more, it's not like you're aloof or you're detached, but you understand how life functions. You understand the ebb and flow, you understand emotions better, and you're more stronger when it comes to handling life. But because you're strong, because you're matured, because you have that emotional maturity to see through how life runs, you often feel lonely and you feel that nobody understands you. There is a strong Aquarius vibe here. There is a strong, like I said, already fire signs as well as air signs, okay? That is a very strong reading here with Page of Wands and Knight of Swords as well. Scorpios could also be very well present with Transformation and High Priestess. Those are the energies, again, not the actual sun sign that I'm always talking about, okay? Moving on. Because you feel that you're not understood and you're not accepted, that nobody really gets you, this relationship here has come into your life to help you transform and understand that your authentic self is lovable. Your authentic self can also be understood and accepted by other people, okay? Which brings me to the guidance of this relationship. The first things first, anything in disalignment needs to go. You need to have healthy boundaries. You need to communicate clearly. Communication is definitely coming in case, you are in a situationship and there is no contact. The other person will reach out to you. Don't reach out to them. They will reach out to you. Okay, so there is messages and communication coming, but what is your guidance? The person who's going to watch this reading, align your life to what is true to you. Again, going back to that integrity and authenticity. If it is not true to you and you're only doing it for people pleasing, you're doing it because you're scared you're going to lose them, you're not doing something in the fear of losing your own individuality, fear needs to be broken away. Whatever you feel like being, like doing at the core of yourself, show up like that. Okay? The energies of this pile clearly show that one of you perhaps feels like they're dealing with somebody who did not have enough emotional maturity to address things as they are, okay, or to be the people who they need to be and show up as themselves. Okay, I'm going to show you the underlying cards now, which was common for all piles. So this was Four of Wands, which you see as a repetition here with your confirmation cards. I think I've already said it in every video. I don't see the cards before I actually go live on the video. Okay, so I see them with you. Keeps it fun for me as well. Then we have Seven of Pentacles as the bottom energy for you. And lastly, the message is play. So clearly, patience is the need of the hour for the collective consciousness. You are doing things that need to be done. I see you're already very aware. Clearly, everybody who's picked pile 1, you're very intuitive. Okay, your intuition already knows the answer. I think many of you are just watching this reading for a confirmation. You already know what needs to be done. You already know what is out of alignment and what needs to be transformed for you to actually come into union with this person in case you're in separation. If you're already in a happy relationship, you already know what is out of alignment. Where are you people pleasing? And where are you giving away your power? Okay, and because you know, you need to take action. This message is to help you understand that you need to take tangible action and begin to listen to your intuition. Your intuition is calling you. Cats are intuition, right? Your intuition is calling you. Listen to your intuition and take the tangible action that is needed. If you are somebody who resonates with the divine feminine energy, I want you to heal your inner child wounds, to focus on your own shadow work and heal yourself, and you don't really need to chase them, reach out to them, text them, call them. If you're in separation, if you're in a relationship, the story remains the same. The better you become, mind, body, spirit, and I'm talking mind, body, spirit, there is a deep transformation happening at a cellular level for both of you, and this relationship is here to get you to a more healed, balanced, grounded place. So the more you focus on your own personal healing, a better body, a better diet, better career, better you. If you keep focusing on getting better every damn day, this relationship is definitely heading. This is my marriage card. Okay, very few cards are wedding cards for me. This is definitely a marriage card. There's a strong possibility that both of you will solidify this commitment. Not everybody gets married. Solidify the commitment in a certain manner. Okay, if you're in a dating situation, you might get into a relationship. If you're in a relationship, this might turn into marriage. Whatever is the next graduation, the next milestone for you, that is what is coming for you. That is what is immediately seen through this reading. I clearly do see some sort of a distance or disconnect because I have one page and a knight here. One of you is more brainy, okay? You think more, the other person does more. And the one who does more or acts more or has more energy or is more physically active is perhaps not that emotionally matured. The one who thinks a lot gets into overthinking and then self-sabotages, but definitely is more emotionally matured than the other person. Okay, what else can I see? The divine masculine clearly is very aware that you know. How do I explain it? One of you doesn't speak. I think both of you don't speak much about your feelings. You don't express exactly how you feel, but both of you are very intuitively aware what is the other person feeling. There's a telepathic communication which is ongoing between the two of you, and because there is enough telepathic communication ongoing, I feel clearly the divine masculine doesn't feel all the more any need to have any conversations around it. You know that thing when you know, then why do we have to have a conversation around it? So if you're waiting for those flowery long sentences to come to you, because there is a strong 5D connection, you need to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Whatever you know in your heart is the truth. Okay. Some of you, and this is for a very few of you, okay, I would say about 15% of the people who are watching this reading right now, you would have a relationship that is already in your life, or a situationship which you are again intuitively aware that this is not something that is here to make me experience love and the beauty of love. It is here to help me align myself, align my own life to transform and get to a better place so that I can go home. Okay, home is that person. Because you need healing, because you need grounding, you've attracted somebody who will get you home. These two cards for me are also home. Okay, so this is that person who will bring you home. Okay, overall the intentions of both parties are not malefic. Okay, of course I see some discord when it comes to being on the same page, because there is communication issues on this in this pile for sure. You're not clearly articulating what you're thinking, or vice versa, and that miscommunication is perhaps the reason of certain relationship issues. But as an intention, whoever's picked this pile, both of you do not intentionally wish to hurt each other. Okay, that is one reaffirmation I can definitely give. These are not two people who are intentionally trying to have an upper hand, to play an ego game, to whatever is happening is more situational and is coming from an inner you. Okay, whatever you love about the relationship, it's what you love about you. Whatever you don't like about the relationship is also about what you don't like about you. Okay, so everything that you need to focus on, every guidance right now, is to let go of that older version of you which holds you back from becoming this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands and the High Priestess, many of you are healers, psychics, empaths yourself. You are people who can listen to people and guide them towards a better life, and you need to come to your power. Until you come to your power, your Emperor doesn't show up for you. Okay, I am very excited to look at your outcome card now. We're only taking uprights for this. My God. I'm going to take a minute because I've got goosebumps. We have two repeat cards here for you. That's Temperance to Temperance. Okay, this relationship is heading towards a more healed space. If you're having too many fights, healing is what is coming to you. A more free-flowing, nurturing, balanced outcome is what I see. Both of you at a place where you are mind, body, spirit aligned to yourself is where this relationship is heading. Both of you will feel, I don't want to throw the label of twin flame too much, guys, because it's a label overused clearly, but you are in alignment. You're very spiritually aware. Of course, both of you will spiritually ascend through this relationship as well. Both of you are spiritually very in tune to each other, and that is what is healing about this relationship. Okay, a strong Sagittarius vibe. You might travel soon, or they might come to you. You might go to them. You might both go together somewhere, but there's travel on the cards for you as well. In the near future, there's definitely a more solid commitment coming your way, wherever your relationship status is. Yeah, it will get to a stable place, but that relationship stability can only come in if you do this. What is not aligned needs to change. And if it is you stepping away from the relationship because you feel your boundaries are not being respected, then that's what you need to do. Okay, there is something, all of us know what in our relationship is out of alignment. Where are we really pushing the thing under the rug, pushing the issue under the rug, not addressing the elephant in the room? Stop doing that. Okay, stop doing that, because that's what's making you feel more lonely. Talk about once and only once. Don't become a nagger. Talk very clearly about where you stand, what do you want to do from here, and then stick with it. Stick with your plan and healing will come. Union will come. Okay, if you're in separation, union is coming. If you're in a situationship, things will start feeling better. If you're in a relationship, you'll get commitment. If you're already married, it's going to be a more peaceful, grounded, healed relationship that you're manifesting in the next 3 to 6 to, depends on your timeline, right? How well can you work on this energy? There is communication coming, and they passionately miss you. If this is somebody you've broken up with and this is an ex, they miss you. And I'm just using the word passionately. Please join your own dots. This is YouTube. We have to be careful of censor. The outcome, I don't promise marriages to people, okay? Because again, tarot is energy. Is there a possibility of marrying the person that you're listening to this reading for? Yes. a strong yes. Will this be the person whom you marry? Maybe you want to ask that in your yes or no question. But remember, tarot is very fluid. If you do not take action, it's not going to come to you. Okay? Let's get into your channeled messages. Before, I'm happy with this pile. You just need to have more confidence, guys. I think you're going right. I think you know what needs to be done. Okay. By the way, this is about 500 slips here. So there's billion probabilities. I'm going to take some. I think that's quite a few messages. So let's see what comes out. Candle magic, fire magic, a candlelight dinner, romance. Romance. If you are already with the person you like, chill out and romance. Okay, candle magic would be great for you. There are some videos I've made, you might want to check that out. 333 might be an angel number you're repeatedly seeing. 333 is also a message of action. Take appropriate action, guys. What needs to be done, do it. Increase your knowledge. In case anything I said in this reading, okay, felt like I don't know what she just talked about, please go Google and increase your knowledge. 555, again, change is coming. Whatever situation you're in, you're not going to stay stuck there for a long time. Fairies, that's an energy you can work with. You can ask fairies to help you, and they will show up. You might do a ritual. I think I recently in one of my, I think it was a full moon in Capricorn reading, I explained the fairies ritual, okay? Hence, please follow me and watch all the videos. It's very difficult to keep repeating all the rituals, but I do give tips and tricks and hacks in reads, okay? Enneagram 5, this is an enneagram type. If you don't know about enneagrams, you might want to know your personality type. It's a fun one. It's always matched for me. The person you may be dealing with could be an enneagram 5 or you yourself. Moving on. Lover, pretty self-explanatory. There could be, the person could belong to the religion of Islam. Islam for me is also a lot of peace, okay? Islam was founded, I don't know how many of you know, but Prophet Muhammad, the community he came from, there was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of, tribal battles happening and one camp killing another camp and a lot of barbaric battles happening. Islam was founded to create that oneness so that they stop feeling separated from each other and they become one religion, one tribe, okay? So the oneness is something that Islam always represents to me. Father, like I already mentioned, I love when this and this match. One of you have had an absent father. Both of you might have father wounds. The full moon in Capricorn was a very strong Saturn energy, which is still active as on today. In case you're watching this while I've just posted it, you can do your full moon rituals one day or 2 days rather, plus minus. So yesterday was full moon, or rather today midnight was full moon. You can do it. Wow, didn't I say some of you are in no contact? Knew that. INFJ, this is an MBTI personality type. You might want to deal that. INFJ also tells me, guys, you don't talk a lot, right? There's a lot of communication issues which might be fixed. Sagittarius, already said there was a strong Sagittarius energy here. Did I drop anything? No. E7, another enneagram type. Go know your MBTI type and enneagram type. Afternoon could be a relevant time for you. Again, afternoon talks to me about Saturn and Sun, which is again the father and the authority figure. E9, a lot of E-types for you. Okay, moon phase. This is a moon phase. Releasing, letting go, and energy clearing. If you haven't already done it, today, go to Tarot Pal, Instagram account, know about the releasing and protection magic spells I've already shared. You might want to do one of them. The table salt, the smudge, clearing the protective energy of the house, some candle magic, which is what, again, you might want to burn a black candle and release the energy, okay? Release the past energy and the pains here. Venus, the planet of love and lovers, okay? There is love here, guys. The other person does love you. They may not always be expressing it the right way, but there is true love here. They do love you. Bringer of peace. I feel again this relationship is going through some conflict or no response situation. This is an archangel. You might want to call out to Archangel Uriel to bring you more harmony in the relationship. INFP, again, a lot of introverted vibes. So one of you is introverted and don't talk a lot. Siblings. Are their siblings interfering, or are your siblings interfering? Or it could be your siblings might have a great advice for you. They might not be interfering at all. Do you see here sisters? In case you're a woman who's watching this, go to your sister with your concern. She might have an answer. Okay. Colleagues, this could be somebody you work with. Again, people might have help for you guys. With sisters, with colleagues and siblings showing up, people might have help for you. Like I said, they're missing you. They're missing you. Okay. Harmony. You guys need to get to a more peaceful. That is why we have temperance. Peace is what is the outcome of this relationship. Okay. You will find harmony, and that flow of that relationship that is missing right now. There's a lot of conflict I can sense, and that conflict will go away. Work on your inner child wounds, guys. Work on your father wounds, and I think a lot of triggers and projections will get healed just from that. If you are ready, take a few deep breaths. Think of a yes or no question. Your question's answer has to be in a yes or no. Okay, let's see what comes out. We'll only take upright. Okay, upright. The answer is a yes. Yes, but again, I feel a lot of immaturity here, guys. Maybe both of you are just spying on each other and being immature about it and not having the conversation. If you're the divine feminine, again, focus on yourself. Stop stalking and stop thinking and stop giving so much energy towards that conflict, okay? Because sometimes when we are stalking, we're still giving energy to the conflict, okay? I hope this helped you. If it did, you know what? I don't know why I'm drawn to think of another question. We'll play bonus. I'll give you a minute. Think of another yes or no question. Aren't I a sweetheart? Subscribe if you liked it, and I'll give you another yes or no, okay? I feel like I want to draw another card for this pile. Think of another yes or no question. Okay, we got two. We'll take the best of two. God, it's a yes. Queen of Wands to the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, yes, yes. Everything that you've asked, the answer is a yes. I hope it was a good yes though. Underlying card, a yes. If you liked it, please do subscribe, like, and leave me in comments below. What did you love the most about your reading? Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who picked pile 2, this beautiful opalite. Love this. Okay. And love it with your messages that's coming in. Let's talk about it. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do go follow Tarot Pal on Instagram, because there's a lot of content which I talk about here. Like there'll be a ritual which I will refer to, which I've perhaps already shared on my Instagram account. So if you're following me in both places, if you like tarot and if you like a ritualistic life, you must go and follow Tarot Pal. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be disappointing you. Okay. Where is your relationship heading to? What is the outcome? We'll see the final outcome with this card. So suspense, I haven't even seen this myself. We're going to draw some channel messages and we'll do a yes or no read. Okay. First of all, what I see for this pile is that you've been fighting hard. Those of you who are in a relationship or in a situationship, you're fighting hard to stand your ground, right? You've been trying your best to stick to what you believe in, and you've been trying your best. You feel as if it's you versus everyone else. In whatever scenario that is, it could be you versus universe. It is you trying so hard to hold on to what you know is true for you. Okay, you've given it a long fight, and now with that fight, there is a clarity that's coming in your way. Okay, you're going to break through. You're going to have that breakthrough and that final conversation, if I may say that. If there's something that is bothering you about your relationship, you're going to stop holding yourself back, or they are going to stop holding themselves back, and you're going to have the conversation which is much needed. The clear-headed, straightforward, one-on-one conversation is definitely incoming for you. Now I'm going to speak about different relationship scenarios that you could be in, right? And take what resonates. If you are in a no contact scenario, or if you're in a situationship, or if you've had a breakup, okay, let's first talk about that pile, okay? You've been fighting for this relationship and you've tried really hard to stick to it, to give it life, okay? Very soon, you're going to have a conversation with this person which will lead you to have a very clear answer in your mind. You will know in your mind whether you want to still fight for it or you want to let it go. Whatever that answer is, when you get that answer in your mind at that conversation, this could be a conversation, and even after you journal, you might get a very clear-headed thought as to what is it that you want to do with it. Trust your own inner voice and don't question it. Am I giving them less chances? Am I taking too much time? Am I being this? Am I being that? No. You will just listen to your inner voice. You'll not question it. You'll not ask for universe to give you any further evidences. You will believe what your mind wants you to believe. Your heart wants you to believe, okay? Trust that mingling feeling. That thing that you know inside you is true. Okay, but if that truth is keeping you consistently in this space wherein you're having to prove your worth, when you're having to prove your love or how much you care, then you need to back off, and that message will clearly come to you. Many of you who are in that situationship, complicated, off and on, no contact, there are many scenarios that can play out, dating, but I don't know where this is going space, you will get that clarity, guys. Clearly very soon, and by soon I mean within a span of, and this is a large audience, right? So anything between 3 weeks to 3 months, you're going to have a conversation and that clarity will dawn on you. The only mistake you can do is to shut that inner voice down and again go back to that same cycle. Don't shut your inner voice. You will find a very definitive moment of epiphany when you'll get it exactly what you need to do. Go ahead and do it. Okay, take charge. You will be asked to follow your heart. Some of you, many singles, and I'm proud of you for this, I'm personally a strong advocate of this, do not settle. There could be many people around you who are telling you you're asking for too much, this is never going to happen, you're daydreaming, this, that, blah, 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 blah. No. Shut that voice outside as well and follow your heart. She has 7 cups, right? 7 cups are not less. 7 cups are a lot. She has so many things that she has acquired, but she wants more, and there's nothing wrong in asking for more. So if you are with a person who feels kinda sorta like it, okay, but I'm not sure if I'm really attracted, I'm not sure if they are settling for me, don't get settled for and don't settle for someone. Okay, no, love is not a place where you have to let go of your hopes, feelings and desires, because most people let go. I mean, I can go on a 1-hour rant about the situation of marriages and commitment on this planet right now. Only because they got scared by what their outer voice and inner fear was saying. Right? Don't let fear make you settle for something that you know in your heart you deserved better. You want it different. So if you know you want different, you are the oracle. You yourself are rising. Your vibration has to rise for you to manifest this perfect person that you're hoping to get. But don't settle for something just because you don't think anything better is coming. That is the worst that you can do to your own life. You deserve to get better than that. And that's what this card tells me. Very soon, a shift of events will come, and that will be in your favor. Get on that train and take that ride. If a new opportunity, a new relationship, something shows up for you, don't hold yourself back. Give it a shot. Obviously, I'm talking for people who are not in committed, serious, long-term relationships. If you are, then you just don't take another ship and start walking. I'm talking about people who are not in solidified commitments, okay? The universe is bringing you better options. If you're not happy with what you have, there are better options coming. Don't settle. That's my first message. Now, if you are in a happy relationship and things have just gone for a while, okay? You fought for it. You've said what you had to say, or you will soon say what you have to say. Okay, now let go. Not every time you have to win. Okay, let the heart win. If you're fighting a battle just because you need to prove a point, be the empress. Okay, that's what brings me to this card. She is very assured in her power. She has, again, the dog and the cat, exactly like the emperor. She has loyalty, she has commitment, she has intuition, she is a creator, she knows she has enough. She doesn't need to prove her point. She doesn't get into ego battles. Okay, there's a strong Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. There's a strong Leo, Sagittarius and wow, I'm blanking out. Leo, Sagittarius and Aries energy. And I see Scorpio, I see Taurus, I see teeny bit of Pisces, but pretty much that's it. Okay, those are the energies that are at play. Okay, these placements, these zodiacs could be your sun, moon, rising, or they could be in your partner's sun, moon, and rising. Don't go mad about the zodiacs. I just have to tell you the energies that I see because I see them. Okay, your fruits of all this standing by your own belief system. If you've been single or in a situationship for long and you decided to not settle for less, fruits of this battle, this standing on your own ground, having healthy boundaries. If you've not had them, then this message is trying to tell you that. Have healthy boundaries. Don't settle for less. Don't get disrespected. Don't start giving people chances when they don't deserve it, because an empress gets her value. Okay, an empress is blessed by luck. Okay, Jupiter goes retrograde in Pisces. I think it's gone this week already, and this transit is going to be monumental for you. Jupiter in Pisces retrograde will be monumental for you. It will bring you more ascension for your relationship. You'll feel more spiritually connected, and at the same time, it will bring you the much needed luck. Okay, if there are any kind of an external circumstances, let's say you're in a relationship and your family is not agreeing to get you married, right? Or let's say you're in a relationship and there's a third party situation which keeps coming in and out, that external turn of events will turn in your favor. Okay, the divine masculine is also clearly very aware that where are they lacking the leadership skills, the confidence, and that go-getter drive that is needed to get to the empress. Okay, they are also working on it at their end. They are also getting clear-headed about what do they believe in, what are their core belief systems are, and then coming to you for it. A very strong message for this pile: do not try to rush any step. Don't try to rush anything. If you're trying to rush anything, that's when this relationship will get spoiled. Okay, the future does look bright. Overall, if you are happy where you are, or if you're hopeful of where you are, and if you're happy with the person you've manifested, there is a future which is bright. Okay, but there's a stronger probability that this is not your long-term commitment. There is a new relationship that will come up soon for you, and that new relationship has more potential than the one we're talking about. There's some sort of a cyclic completion that you will soon reach with this relationship. Again, I have a cycle here, right? A cyclic situation, something that has been ongoing repeatedly. You're going to put an end to it. Okay, this could be third party, this could be the repeated battles, this could be anything that has been on a loop. You're going to end it. Okay, I hope these messages have been helpful so far. If they have been, please do subscribe and like, and let's get to your suspense moment. And let me just make sure I'm not missing anything out, guys. 1 second, yeah, because there's so much in every read, and then at the end of the read I thought, hey, I forgot saying that, and I forgot saying that. So let me take a minute and see if I see anything else. You guys might have known each other as kids. Some of you, this is a specific message, of course, some of you have known each other as children. Okay, or one of you might already have children. That's another message. Anything else I'm saying? If you are a woman, trust your trusted friends. Okay, do you see how these two ladies support her? Trust your trusted friends. What your friends are telling you is not a lie. They're coming from a place of help, a place of their intuition. So believe in your friends, believe in the people you've always known. If there is a creative project that you're not starting, please start it. That will help your relationship. With the Empress and birthing a new age, if there's a career, if there's a relationship, if there's a beauty ritual, if there's any kind of a creative, aesthetic, Venusian, luxurious, artistic plan that is on hold, initiate it. That will somewhere create a better shift for your relationship. Okay, let's look at your outcome. Ooh, the World card. World card comes with many messages, and I love it when what I've already said is validated with this. Do you see the circle here? World is a circle. So again, there's a circle. Okay, you guys are coming. This is talking about fulfillment. This talks about completion. This talks about endings and beginnings. Okay, you might travel with this person. This person could be traveling to you. Also, whatever energy this relationship had started with, that's coming to an end. So if your relationship started with a very fun, happy vibe, I'm not saying all the happiness is going away. I'm saying that cycle, that honeymoon phase is over, and maybe you're going to the next phase. Okay, so clearly there is some sort of a completion, a fulfillment, a journey being completed together. Okay, do I see this relationship to be 100% marriage story? Not really. Okay, I think this is a 50-50 pile. Okay, 50% chances you're going to marry the person you're looking at this for, 50% you're not. What is more important is that do inner work, and when that epiphany dawns on you, if there's some sort of a way or manner that you're holding your heart back, please release it. Please take the action. Please initiate your creative projects, because that is what is going to bring you to this completion. Okay, we'll see more channel messages and get further guidance. But as an outcome, I see completion, fulfillment. That's your outcome. You might feel this inner fulfillment that you were hoping for something to happen and it did. It might be an external fulfillment. It might be an upgrade in your own value system. But clearly some sort of a fulfillment and completion is where you're heading with this relationship. Let me pull out some chits. There are so many. So we'll take the ones that have already fallen. And let's see. Let's take something from the bottom. I think that's enough. Okay. Woo, that's a repeat message. You guys might have been confused between 1 and 2, and you might want to hear 1. Okay. Father issues is evident for the divine masculine. I think the divine feminine is pretty okay with her father. Or their father could be playing an important role. They might be influenced by your father. Okay, winter, an important time perhaps. 555. Again, guys, this is a repeat message and I did shuffle it well, so I don't think it's by coincidence. Action and change. Change is coming. Universe will step in and some sort of an event, an external event, will make things turn in your favor very soon. Okay, when the major arcana shows up, it's pretty soon. 3 wing 4. This is enneagram types. I have a lot of enneagram types and MBTI types here. These are personality tests which you should definitely do. Enneagram, ENNEA, enneagram types. You can find them on Google, and this could be your partner. This could be the new person approaching. Whoever's watching this pile, there is a new person who's going to soon enter your life. That's for sure. Okay. 911. That's exactly what I was saying. There's a new love offer coming. There's a union coming for you. Okay. And I somehow feel the next person is going to be better than what you're dealing with. Monday, a day of Shiva. Monday, a day of moon. If you haven't yet seen my full moon in Capricorn reading, please go watch that. Please do one of the rituals that are already shared there. It would be important for you, which is why you've got Monday today. Pretty self-explanatory. There's a strong passion here with the King of Wands to the Empress. They're very attracted to what you are. Okay, and I think you pretty well are aware about it. I didn't have to explain that anyway. INFP, another MBTI type. This could be their personality type or yours. January and winter. There could be a strong Capricorn vibe here as well. And this could be, of course, reminds me of Game of Thrones, in case that meant anything for your relationship. Healing. Heal yourself, and this better relationship is coming. Okay. Find love, bringer of love. Am I not saying, if you're missing something from your life, reach out to Archangel Chamuel and you'll find it. The bringer of love is actually the wrong keyword for him. Archangels, Chamuel, I mean, different people call it, whatever you want to call him. He's known to help us find what we seek, okay? So finding what you are looking for is important. April. These are specific messages, of course, guys, so it will fit whoever's watching this. This is a large audience, so it makes sense to you. Quiet contemplation and planning the next steps. This is what I'm talking about. In your mental meditation, you will get the answer to your next step. Okay, because this relationship is spiritually ascending you. This relationship will perhaps help you understand what is law of attraction, what is manifestation techniques, what is shadow work. All of this that this relationship has brought has been ascension for you, right? That's why this relationship is in your life. Saturn. Again, with Saturn, winter and January, clearly there's a strong Capricorn energy. There are some life lessons that you're learning. I have a very karmic vibe now. The more chits I'm opening, this could not be the, the final relationship. Venus conjunct Saturn is a astrological placement that always brings love life issues. You might want to get your birth chart checked. If you don't know what your birth placements are, that also tells me go check your birth chart. There might be something that needs to be revealed to you there. Lover. Wow. I am getting a lot of repeat messages between 1 and 2. Geez, did I just pull this all together? Islam. Again, these are relevant messages, guys. You would know what it means. Pause. Like I said, take things slow. Take things very, very slow. This is not a time to rush in and do some drastic action. Heal your heart chakra. With that heal gone somewhere where I can't find it. Okay. Heal your heart chakra. Ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hung. Ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hung. A beautiful meditation to open your heart to receive. Do that. December, wow, I have clearly winter time is very important for this relationship. Something will happen during the winters which will be monumental for you. E5, again an enneagram type. We didn't do the yes or no yet, but I think you have an answer here. I'm very clear when it comes to that messages. This is not the person you will marry. Okay, this is perhaps a person you will date and be with, but this is not a person you will marry. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. If you are already married, consult an astrologer, because the things look grimmer than they are, and most of it is not something like your relationship's going to break apart or something. There's a lot of inner healing you need. You might be going through your Saturn return. They might be going through their Saturn return. There could be many things, okay? Food. Take them out on some nice date and dinner. Okay, that's clearly showing up. Books. Increase your knowledge. Okay, if you anything that I've said during this read, if you do not know what I mean by that, please go Google. 2020 might have been a monumental year. You might be seeing the number 2s in repeats, 2 to 2s, 3 to 3s. 2020 could be something, is also a time when you might have met them. Okay, I think we've opened all the chits. I think we have. Now, take a few deep breaths. At least 3, if not more. Think of a question that you want a yes or no answer to. Okay. And let's look at this. I'm just shuffling because we didn't do that after pile 1. Okay. Ready? We're not taking reversals. So yes and no for pile 2's question. Yes or no? Okay. You know what? You saw what happened. Didn't flip them, didn't do anything. This is how synchronicities and spirit works. The answer is a no, and we knew that even before we did the read. Whatever you're asking, the answer is a no. I hope the no does not disappoint you, but gets you on your guns to move and do what needs to be done to get to a better place. If this reading helped you in any manner, if you got clarity, if you got answers, if it helped you get rituals that will work for you, please do subscribe. Every subscription means a lot to me. Thank you. Take care. Hello and welcome to Tarot Pal. Those of you who picked this beautiful piece of garnet, sorry, pile 2's stone still here. This is your beautiful stone of garnet, a beautiful stone to work with sacral chakra healing, heart chakra healing, and root chakra healing. Let's get into your read. Wow, a beautiful pile with some tricky energies at play. First of all, why has this person shown up for you? Because you have had a difficult past so far. There's a lot of ancestral healing, and I sense your ancestors' energy very clearly here. There has been disappointments and things that have not worked out your way. There's been a lot of past life karma clearing that you have already been doing in this journey, even before you met this person. Okay, things have not always gone your way, and it's been a hard journey for you. Which is why this relationship is here to release you from your soul patterns, your contracts, your past life issues. Those angel relationships that we get that will give us that beautiful medicine that is needed to get us out of this disappointing things that are not working. What you have acquired before you even came into this relationship, and perhaps this is your present energy, is wisdom. You have acquired wisdom. You know how life works. You're very analytical. You know the right answers. You're intellectually stimulating. You are very sharp. you have strong conversation skills, you know what you want, and people do not mess around with you. You're not a personality to mess around with. Now, all of those pros also come with one con. These disappointments and these wisdom. Do you see how she's almost like on a guarded pose? Her sword's up, and she's ready to attack if the need be, right? And that's the energy, and that's the release of the pattern that you need to do. Vulnerability might be a concern for some of you here. Some of you might be feeling very blocked when it comes to trusting the people who come into your life. Trust is a consistent issue for you, which is why you're being asked to relax and take it easy. Rest, retreat, be held. Water meditation is extremely helpful for this pile for sure. Water charging is also great to get more manifestations into your life. Speaking to the water, there are many water rituals you'll find online. Listening to the water sounds, drinking a lot of water, as basic as that. Hydration is key for you, okay? With two strongs, wow, I shook it like no man's business. Hold on, guys. Let's see if I can get it back. Okay, I got it. Okay, got it. Great. Moving on. You will feel with the two piles resonating here, and this is a very specific message. Please don't apply it if it doesn't fit your situation, okay? You might be in a relationship with somebody who's already involved, or there could be a very strong female figure in this person's life, or they're very attached to their mother. So any manner, you're very aware about this. I'm not telling you this as a new piece of information. You already knew this before you came into this tarot reading. If this is the first time you're hearing it, then this message is not for you. But there's clearly somebody who's already in a committed relationship or in another commitment, and you're listening to them for this pile. There are two women at play here, two feminine energy. Does not have to be women, could be two men, but two feminine energies at play. You might have met this person at work as well. That's another energy, or at your education center. So this could be school, college, anywhere where there's a group of people and you work together to create something, that kind of an environment. A workshop, a seminar, that's where you might have met this person, okay? What is the current energy is healing. Both of you are healing some karmic issues. Both of you are healing each other, and you help each other get to a more emotionally contented place, okay? We've not even got to your yes or no, and there's already a yes here, okay? So yeah, say yes to this relationship. Say yes to this healing. Say yes to opening your heart and trusting that even if you don't see see what the future brings, okay, you can go ahead and walk this path. Okay, if you came here to understand, should I give this relationship a shot? The answer is a yes. If you came here to understand, is this the person I marry? We don't know that, but that's not the reason why this person has shown up. This person has shown up to help you get to release these past patterns, release those ancestral depths that you have been carrying, okay? They might also be stalking you pretty often on social media. They might also sometimes, one of you is more mentally immature than the other. Okay, with the swords and two kings, perhaps, there's a strong age gap between the two of you. It could be an elder woman with a younger man, two women, two men. I mean, play it out as it is. Mentally as well, this could be youth. Okay, it doesn't have to be youth by age. One of you is more progressive, has better ideas, is more clear-headed. The other one likes to play things safe. That's the energy here, okay? This relationship in the future has a strong potential to grow into something more stable. There are a lot of plans being cooked. Both of you have your own plans and agendas and stories as to how you want to run it. And both of you might not be wrong. But a strong message I'm already feeling is, if you have too many agendas, guys, with these two queens here as well, please don't become a control freak. Okay, please don't try to run this your way because you've had past troubles and you know how things go. Even if it doesn't work out, please let it go. Please trust the universe, because this time I can promise you, you're not going to hurt as hard. Even if it doesn't go out the way you hoped it would be, it won't hurt you. Something from the universe will come out and be in a playful energy. Be in a patient energy, be in the energy of receiving, be in the energy of resting, be in the energy of in the present moment. Don't let the future scare you out of this relationship, okay? Live it in the moment. That is your message. Where is this relationship heading to? It's heading to a more stable, grounded, emotionally rooted place, but not just in the 3D, more importantly for you, the person who's watching this reading. As and when this relationship reaches its outcome, there's no outcome of a relationship, it's just a journey. As it continues, you're going to feel more confident, you're going to attract more abundance, and you're going to attract a lot of work opportunities for yourself as well. Okay, if you are somebody who's always felt that you're not good enough when it comes to earning money, this relationship will bring in abundance into your life. For both of you, in the near future, there's a lot of career success that you both will attain. Okay, this union will be a socially uplifting union for both of you. Mentally, materialistically, you're both going to get gains. The person who's going to watch this reading is strongly recommended to, of course, do meditation, of course, do the water flow meditation that I spoke about. But over and above that, if you're not already doing some ancestral healing work, if you don't already have an altar for your ancestors, you place your pictures of the ancestors and you offer them sweets, please do that. I have a very strong ancestral energy coming in for this pile. It will help your relationship, it will help your life journey overall. Can we see the final card, the outcome? Ta-da! Wow! Isn't the universe amazing? The Hanged Man. There are some cards in the tarot deck, and Spirit is very clear about when they want you to have an answer and when they don't want you to have an answer. Okay? Right now, I know you won't like this answer. They don't want you to know the future. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to think, what is this going to be like? They want you to live it. Exactly everything that I said so far. Say yes to the experience of this journey. Don't try to manifest a particular outcome, because you know what? Guess what? God might have something better in mind than you can ask for, than you can see right now. The Hanged Man wants you to let go of your control freak tendencies, surrender to the universe, and let life show you what beauty it brings. If you are thinking positive thoughts, if you're hopeful that universe has your back, great things will happen to you, wouldn't it? It doesn't matter whether with this person or not. Are you more focused on happiness, or are you more focused on the script of how you think you will get happiness? That is the future. The future is a maybe. The future is, don't think about the future, think about the present. I know you hated this answer. For many of you, you won't like the fact that you came to a tarot reading to get an outcome, but I didn't tell you one, because I will never lie to you. If tarot doesn't want you to know the answer, if Spirit thinks that it's better for you to not know the final outcome at this stage, then we go with it. We go with it, because as humans, as our experience, we have the potential to sabotage a very nice thing or to over expect something which is not going to go there. So sometimes spirits hold us back and tells us, can you just trust me? So your message is, can you just trust the universe and live the experience in this moment? Okay. Let's go to your channeled messages. Okay. We're going to do some shuffling. Okay, I saw one card fall, so I'll take that. Harmony is coming into your life. Again, you've had a lot of conflicting relationships, and this relationship must be feeling like, oh wow, this is easy. This is easy. Oh my God, look at this. Peace and harmony. These are archangels, guys. If you don't know about Uriel and Raguel, please go Google, work with the archangels, pray to them, give them a space in your house, and like I said, let go of the disappointments. Let go of your vulnerability issues. Let go of your fears. Okay, let go of this need to know what's coming. Trust the universe. Fairies. This was a repeat message for, I think, 1 or 2. I can't remember. There is a ritual I suggested in the full moon in Capricorn reading, I think. Or maybe it was the next 7 days. You can always do something for Mother Earth, as in plant a tree, join a cause of saving plastics, whatever it is, and don't do it with the intention of getting and receiving. Obviously do it because in case you feel called to it, and then you can call upon fairies for a wish, okay, and they help you. Sagittarius, that's a repeat message from pile 1. Creativity. Okay, pretty explanatory, right? Creativity. Focus on your own plate. Again, focus on your own plate. This could be an angel number that you're repeatedly seeing. One or both of you could be October born. this number has significance for you. Okay, so angel numbers 1010, you might want to Google that after you've done this reading. You know, I know some of you think she gives me so much homework, but that's the point of coming to listening to a tarot read. I'm going to show you where to go. You got to walk. Okay, you got to walk. 6 wing 7 is enneagram type. You don't know your enneagram personality type, please go know your MBTI 16personalities.com and enneagram type. I love these fun psychology tests. Don't get too serious about them, but they're fun. ESTP, this could be the personality type of you or them. 666. Okay, people always get scared with this number, God knows why, but, and this is could be also like 999, but you know, my friend made it, and I think that's the point of the arrow that she's telling us is this 666 or 999. So I'll take it as 666. But this is a number that tells you, this is the number of Venus, by the way, okay? So that's lovers, okay? Venus rules the planet of love. There is love here. But there's also a devil energy. What do I mean by that? The devil is your obsession. The love clearly exists. This person does love you, okay? Love might not have always the same definition, but they do love you. Music could be healing. Like I said, listen to some music frequencies like water flow as well as at night. The other person could be a musician. Already said that you might have met this person at work, and you could be work colleagues. Affirmations, another great thing for you. I mean, pretty evident. Get into affirmations at night when you're sleeping. Listen to affirmations and go to bed. Amazing technique for rewiring your mind. 4 wing 3, again another enneagram type. Candle magic, you guys have repeat messages between 1 and 3, so in case you were confused between 1 and 3, you might have some messages there. Internship, college, school, work. This relationship is also the internship for you, maybe, to get to the, you know, the next one, the final one. Business partner. Oh, clearly you guys are going to solidify this. Okay, this relationship will get to a strong place, not always in the same gratitude. Be grateful for this person showing up. If you've experienced love, if you've experienced joy with them, I know every relationship goes through the bad times, but if you start sending the energy of gratefulness for this person showing up for you, isn't that going to amplify the positivity in your relationship? Pain and hurt, let go of this. Back to this. Didn't I tell you that you've seen pain and hurt? You've had pain and you've had hurt in life. Let it go. Let it go. Evening time could be a great time to listen to music, listen to some affirmations, a great time for your rituals. Travel. Did I say travel for you? No, I didn't. Okay. But yeah, you might be traveling together very soon, or they could be traveling to you. I think we've seen all the slips, right? Yes, we did. Let's talk about your yes or no. You know what? I don't know why, but I want to pull you guys. Today I'm feeling it a lot. Okay, so I'm going to pull you 2 more slips. I just felt called to. Let's see, just these 2. Oh, I got 3. We'll take 3. Travel and Europe. Okay, something to do with it. Specific message. Moon magic. Wow, we just went through a full moon. Today is strawberry full moon while I'm shooting this. Some sort of fruition is coming, and letting go is another message with this. Okay, work with moon magic and moon phases. There are enough videos I've made on my Instagram account around that. Do follow me there. I think you'll get some answers. E4, this could be the enneagram type of, again, the person you've asked this for. Okay, had a call, had to pull some cards. Anyway, let's see. Take a few deep breaths. Focus. Pause, take a few deep breaths, ask a question. The answer should be in a yes or no. Okay, and we'll only take uprights for this. Okay, so what is the answer? We have 1 card. Okay, the answer is a yes. A yes. Okay, but this yes has a catch, huh? This yes needs a lot of patience, and I mean a lot of patience. This is not something that's going to happen overnight, in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years. I really can't even give you a timeline. This is a long timeline with the Hanged Man as the outcome and your yes card. Whatever it is that you've asked, whatever the answer is a yes for, it's going to take a long time. Okay, a very long time. Those were your messages. If you did love it, don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe if you love these readings. I see a lot of people who watch the video and they will repeatedly watch the video, but they will not subscribe. Please subscribe. It does mean the world to me. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful day. Take care.